Hey guys, this is Mark. I'm sure many of you have been to a concert. It sure is an exciting experience to be there with other fans and see and hear your favorite artist. But think about the problem that those artists and bands have when they go on tours and they travel from city to city and they need to have all kinds of equipment ready at each and every location. And the way it normally works is the tour manager or someone from the band would be calling all kinds of rental places in every city and basically providing a list of things that they need. And it could be microphones and cables and amplifiers and keyboards, drums, guitars, you name it. There is a long list of equipment that a band would need. And it becomes a very, very complex problem and a time-consuming problem as well. So the company called Second Warehouse created a site that makes it so much easier to organize equipment rental for bands and artists. And the way it works is you log on, you put in all the equipment that you need, and the system contacts the rental places in all the cities where you're going to be going to on the specified dates and negotiates equipment rental. Makes it so much easier, saves a lot of time, makes it efficient. And Second Warehouse built that system with Backendless. They are a customer of ours. So I sat down with their co-founder to talk about how the business got started, about the technology, how they use Backendless, and just their experience of running the business. It was a very exciting and enjoyable conversation, and I wanted to share it with you. I'm sure you will enjoy it as much as I did when I talked to Lars. And also wanted to say that next time you have an idea, log on to backendless.com, check it out, take a look, and start coding. And I'm sure you could get just as successful. So now let's go back to my conversation with Lars. Enjoy.
So my name is Lars Kjebek. I am a co-founder of Second Warehouse. We are located in Norway. My colleague Stuart Kerrison came with the idea. He was a front of house sound engineer and toured with a lot of companies during the 70s, 80s and 90s. When you're on a tour or when you do a concert, there is a need for equipment. So every concert or festival requires a lot of equipment. Everything you see from the stage, the speakers, and video, whatever. This is supplied by a rental company. The rental company depends on other rental companies to fulfill their requirements for a job. So if you get a big artist coming, you might need some more speakers, you might need some more staging or whatever. So the old way to do this has been to pick up your phone, call your colleagues, ask them, do you have this and this equipment on stock at those dates available? Which has been a very time-consuming job, a job that took weeks before. So Stuart had this idea that since the world has moved forward and everything now is online, there should be a solution for this also online. So he came with the idea, and I was in the first meeting, and we sat down and drafted a plan and took it from there. Yeah.
Fast forwarding to now, what is end user experience like working with your system? Like how does the process work for the same scenario where a tour manager needs equipment? What is it?
So first of all, every rental company in the world can join Second Warehouse. It's free to join. It doesn't cost you anything. So what we ask is for you is your equipment. Upload your equipment to us. Let's say you have a shortage on a job, so you require 4 speakers, Yamaha speakers. So you simply go to our website and type in Yamaha and the model you want. You select it, and then you add the quantity, the date range you need it, and the area you need it delivered. And you simply click search, and you'll see all suppliers that have the same product stocked, available for you, and you can select either one or as many as you want of them, to send a request. Once the request is sent, the supplier receives it, and he can reject it or he can accept it and send an offer back. The business is very competitive, so arguing a price or negotiating prices is important. So we have a very feature-rich module for that, where you can edit your price and ask for a better price, or the supplier can try to raise his price and so on. You can use the chat function to communicate. You can also attach any documents you like that will be included in the chat, and you can change whatever dates. You can add accessory equipment and so on. Once you have made an agreement, you do something we call handshake. So both of you have to handshake. When both have handshaked, the negotiation is converted to an order, and both parties get their documents, PDF documents, with a complete contract. Second Warehouse is a web application built with JavaScript front-end library and with Backendless as a backend service. Yeah.
So at the time when you were architecting or designing your solution, did you consider any alternatives for your backend, like building yourself or using some ready off-the-shelf solution?
Yes, when we started the project, our main programmer from Russia, Yuri, did a lot of research, and we had previously worked with Parse on a project, and Parse shut down, and then he came across Backendless and found it to be feature-rich, and it had all the requirements we needed. So the choice fell down on Backendless.
What features in Backendless do you use today and that you rely on?
We have to ask you about that.
Okay. Well, I know that
but you know it better than me.
Yeah, there's business logic, there's persistence, and sending out emails.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah. Login functionality, security, yeah. So we use the whole package, basically.
So in how many countries is the service available? Like, where do you know people are using it?
So it's available, I don't know the number, but it's available in all of Europe. We are launching in the US in a month or two. We're also looking to Russia. So it's very much a global business. We launched Second Warehouse in March 2018. We quickly had a rapid growth in user base. So we quickly passed 200 companies, rental companies. We have focused very much in the UK to start off with, because that makes sense to start in a smaller area to get as many users as possible. So we have more than 160 users there now, registered, that are using the service. We have quite a few in more Central Europe also. But in addition to that, I think we have more than 150 pending companies that have applied, but we haven't launched there yet. So in the US there are quite a few also waiting for us to launch.
So as a businessman and technologist at the same time, what would you recommend to other companies that think about building their own backend versus relying on some off-the-shelf solution? Like, what are the lessons that you have learned that could always be both pros and cons?
Yeah, when we made these decisions about how to build our system, one of the first things we fell down was that we don't want to handle the backend ourselves, because it's a lot of work with security. Hardware can be an issue. So we chose to purchase a ready package and just want someone to take care of that for us, the whole thing, and we have never regretted that. And it's, as far as I can see, we haven't had any limitations because of it. On the contrary, we had more, I think, advantages of it.
Very well. Do you or your guys use our support system?
Yes, our guys, our programmers, use our support system quite a lot. So they are quite active, both in the Slack community and also in support topics, hosting topics. So yeah.
How's Backendless support treating you?
I would say Backendless support is they are very quick at replying and solving the issues. Absolutely.
And perhaps finally, for the closure, if you could just have some words of wisdom or wishes that you could just pass on to others who are looking into Backendless, and if you could just, from your experience, make just an advice of what to do or what to avoid, that would be great. And you can speak directly to the camera for this one if you want.
Okay, yeah. So I would strongly recommend to use Backendless. I think they have proven to be a reliable company with a lot of quality workers there and a lot of quality products. Their system is stable and support is really good. Yeah.
Awesome.
That's a good sales pitch.
That was awesome. That was great.